Everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be a test in Primark makeup. I have seen loads of people do these and I've actually watched a few, but I haven't watched any recently, and the products I've picked up today I haven't seen people talk about. These are strictly going to be first impressions, and I did pick up a full face besides primer because I tend to not really use that often, and I'm not going to be wearing my makeup too long to be testing it. I didn't pick up eyebrows purely because they didn't look the best, and highlight, but I will talk to you about that later in the video. So yeah, these are strictly first impressions, and yeah, if you want to know what I think, then just keep carrying on watching. So the first makeup product I picked up was the PS My Perfect Colour foundation and contour stick. I did want to get the jar foundation, but the shades, they were very pink, so I weren't really sure. But yeah, I picked this up, and like I said, it's a foundation and contour stick, so I could have actually picked this up in a contour, but I didn't actually read the packaging. So from first impressions, it's very creamy. I don't know how much to use, so I'm just going to use that much. And to blend it out, I'm going to use a buffing brush from Real Techniques. And I got mine in the shade Nude Beige. So if you want to know what like skin type I am normally a combination. So I get really dry skin around my nose. I don't actually know, I think it might be eczema, but yeah, I get really dry nose. But the rest of my face tends to be just normal, and then throughout the day obviously I'll get oily, but not too like excessively oily. But my foundation, I always stick to the Rimmel Match Perfection foundation. It just glides over and looks very flawless, whereas this, there's a bit of texture on my forehead and my nose. I mean, it's not the worst. I lost my strap then. It's not the worst, but because I don't normally get it, I've noticed it more. In my opinion, it just looks a tiny bit cakey. So that foundation was £2.50, so for £2.50 I'm not really going to complain. So next I'm going to try out the PS My Perfect Colour liquid concealer, and this says it's a medium coverage, and I love the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define because I do like a full coverage. So yeah, if this works at least a little bit, I'll be happy. I'm not gonna lie, now I've used a big doe foot, I don't like these little ones, but that's not what we're really testing. And this has vitamin E and aloe vera, so it does have skincare benefits to it. Just gonna blend that out with my beauty blender. Okay, yeah, so I would say it is a medium coverage. It's not the most full coverage, but I have really dark circles. But if you have like really clear skin or not that much dark circles, I think you would love this. Now moving on to powder, I actually got this foundation pressed powder, and this is in the shade Porcelain, and this powder is £2 also. I'm just going to quickly set underneath my eyes because it is creasing. I feel like I'm being very harsh, but my skin does look very, like, my nose just looks very dry, and I just look very matte. Next I'm going to move on to the Primark, well, I keep saying Primark, obviously it's Primark, the Bronze Glow Matte Bronzing Powder, and this is £2, and I just hope this brings me back some hope. So this bronzer has brought me back a little bit of hope. Very buildable, so you can't really go wrong, and I like to put a lot of bronzer on, as you can see. So for blusher, I'm going to use the High Pigment Blush, and they only had one shade of this, and normally I like to use a more light pinky shade, but yeah, this is more like a dark pink. With that blush, like, I put a little bit on and it didn't look enough, so I put a little bit more on, and now it looks too much. Honestly, like, I didn't want to be a Debbie Downer about this video, but I genuinely thought I would really like it because I've heard so many good like reviews about Primark. So yeah, I didn't pick up any eyebrow products because they had a pencil and I swatched it and it looked so like waxy, and it reminded me of the days where I used to get the MUA brow pencils and they were very waxy as well. So yeah, if you're looking for eyebrow pencils, definitely go to Makeup Revolution or any eyebrow products. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my eyebrows off camera. So I've just primed my eyelids using that same concealer I used earlier, and I'm gonna use this Summer Steam palette, or Summer Storm, bloody hell. One, the packaging looks so pretty. Like, if it didn't have PS on the front, you would think this is Primark. But honestly, like, this for Primark is 10/10. Like, it comes with a massive mirror and the shades are so pretty. Like, look at those. I don't know what look to do, because you've got like loads of neutral transition shades, or you've got like darker colours. I don't know what shades to use. I am going to begin with this shade right here, and it's like a mauvey pink, and I'm just going to place that in my crease. So it has a lot of kickback, but like, I'm not really bothered because like one of my favourite palettes, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, has so much kickback, but like that's like one of my favourite palettes, so I can't really be hypocritical if I'm moaning about this having kickback. As long as it's not really on your face, then I'm not bothered. I am liking this. And then I'm going to go in with this pink shade, and I'm going to place that above the crease. Then I'm going to go in with this dark purple shade, and I'm going to place that in the outer corner. Okay, that dark shade blended out so nicely. Normally with cheaper palettes, oh god, normally with cheaper palettes, the darker shades are the worser ones because they don't really show up, or if they do, they're patchy, but this doesn't look patchy at all. It's blended out really nice, so I am actually loving this. And then for a shade on my lid, I want to use one of these shimmers like down the side. Oh my god, like look how pigmented that is. I'm going to use the top shade up here, which is like an iridescent pinky slash gold. Don't know if it's going to go, but it looks really nice. And then I'm just going to grab my dark shade to deepen it. Just so it's not as gold, I am going to use the whitish shade here and just tap over it. So yeah, this palette has been my favourite thing by far. It's not like blown me away, but for the price it was £8 if I haven't said already, and the packaging for your collection, and the colours are very neutral, you can't go wrong, but they're not like your basic boring palette. So for mascara, I got this False Lash Cream mascara. This was £3, and this packaging, it might look similar to you. This reminds me of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I haven't actually tried that mascara, so I can't really compare it to it, but my sister has this mascara and she really likes this. Yeah, it definitely looks like the Too Faced Better Than Sex. So I have applied a lot of coats and it's just not really like doing much. I mean, if you go to school and you're not allowed like a lot of makeup, then this is like a good natural mascara. It has done something, but if you have watched like previous videos, I normally like coat a lot of mascara on, so yeah. Lashes I chose are these deluxe faux mink lashes, and they do have glue included. These were £4 and I really enjoy Primark lashes. I haven't really been like buying them recently, but when I first started getting into lashes, these were cheap, affordable. But I just want to say, like, these were £4 and some lashes can be up to like £12. But look, the packaging is so nice. It's marble, and on the inside it does say lashes make everything better. So I didn't actually pick up a highlighter because I have tried my sister's one, and it was one of those which, like, when you swatch it, it's not like a proper swatch, it's very sheer, and I don't like those kind of highlighters, so I knew straight away I wasn't going to like it. So I'm actually just going to use this highlighter from the palette, and I'm going to highlight my inner corners, and then I'm actually going to use it to highlight my face. For lips, I'm going to use the Primark lip liner, and this is in the shade Foxy Nude. And then I'm going to use this lipstick, which is a matte one, and I love the packaging. It's like a, you know when it's like a rubbery soft. So I have just done the lipstick, and this is not a shade I would normally go for. Normally I would go for Velvet Teddy, which is like a deeper nude than this. I would never really just go for a lighter colour because obviously I have a very pale complexion, but this actually looks so nice, if I do say so myself. It's in the shade Naked, which, relatable. I'm just going to give a little rundown on the products if you are interested. The foundation, it does look nice. The products did apply nicely on top of it, so it hasn't made it go patchy or anything. It's just gone a bit weird on my nose and my forehead, but I did do a face mask a few hours ago, so I'm not sure if that's got something to do with it. Normally I haven't got a dry forehead, or like my nose don't actually get dry, so yeah, we'll try it again. The concealer has like really cream, and it reminds me of my collection Lasting Perfection, and this is in fact cheaper, so if you like this then I definitely say try this one out. But yeah, I would use it for like my face and stuff. It is good, it just creases too much for my liking underneath my eyes. The bronzer I loved, I will be using that bronzer again. Powder foundation, I don't know how I actually feel on this. I just put a bit on my chin, and I would say I do like it. I think this will be good to keep in my handbag, and in case I get like oily throughout the day, to give me a bit extra coverage. So yeah, I think that's what this is going to be. My favourite products are definitely the eyeshadow palette. Like I said, I love the colours, it's very neutral, and the lipstick I actually really like. So yeah, I definitely was a bit let down because I've just heard so many good things about Primark makeup. So yeah, I don't know if it's just, obviously not all products are going to work on everybody, but I would have thought I would like it more than I did. If you want me to do more of these videos, or if you just like this one, then thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. I am close to 500 and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.